Okay, so this is our stats quarter two project done by Jared, Paul, Conrad, and me, Matt. Sunkist and Fanta are two of the most prominent orange sodas on the market, and knowing their popularity, we wanted to know if there's an identifiable taste difference between the two sodas. We designed an experiment to test this and predicted that 60% of our subjects, ETHS students, could tell the difference.
All right, thanks, Matt. Let me take it from here. So, for our experiment, we decided to create a double blind experiment. In order to do this, we had to have brewmasters and distributors. For us, Paul and Matthew were our honorary brewmasters, and Conrad and I were the distributors, which meant that the 2 cups of Fanta and Sunkist were being set up by Paul and Matthew in either one of these two setups. Now, Conrad and I did not see them set it up in any way, shape, or form. So we didn't know which setup was which setup. So anyone who participated in this experiment couldn't be influenced by us because we didn't know the answers, which is the beauty of a double blind experiment. So what the brewmasters did, they used random number generating, and they to decide between the first setup or the second setup. Then they set all of it up, and they recorded which setup corresponded to which cups. And then Conrad and I, the distributors, we explained to the participants exactly what they were going to be doing, and we recorded the results. And that's about it. Take it away, Paul.
We interrupt this program for a humorous recreation of our experimentation. You're going to be differentiating between Fanta and Sunkist. Drink those cups in the order they're presented,
Okay, that one and that one.
and tell me which one was which.
All right, I think I understand.
Okay, and do not guess.
Alrighty. That first one was definitely the Fanta.
Okay, thank you for your help.
All right, no problem.
We now return you to your regularly scheduled Paul Clark.
All right, thank you, Jared. We compiled the results by comparing the data from the distributors to the data from the brewmasters. And if the subjects guessed the same treatment as the brewmasters put down for that trial, we considered it a success. And in the end, we found that 52.6%, or 20 out of 38 of our subjects, actually were able to distinguish between the 2 cups, Fanta and Sunkist. Here's the thing about that, though. There were only 2 cups. So that means if a subject was guessing randomly, they had actually had a half chance of getting it right. So our 20 out of 38 is just a little bit better, just one correct answer better than the half getting it right, which would have been 19. So the 53% chance is just a little bit better than seemingly random guessing. And if we move on to the analysis, now we're trying to find out whether our hypothesis was correct. Initially, we guessed that 60% of subjects would be able to distinguish, or would at least be successful. And so 60% is still just a little bit better than half, even though it is higher than what the actual results were. So to find out whether we were correct with our hypothesis, we did a binomial model with 38 trials and a chance of 0.6. We did the binomial CDF function on the calculator. With that, we found that the odds of the result being 20 or less, if the hypothesis was correct, would be actually 22% of the time. And given that 22 is a relatively high number, not too low, we decided that our hypothesis has not yet been disproven, even though it also hasn't been proven correct. We also think that another likely explanation would be that everyone was guessing randomly, and that the 20 out of 38 just came out of random guessing. So, given that, there are some possible world impacts. Lots of people try to argue over which type of soda to get, and these companies are in tons of like branding battles between each other to get people to drink their soda over another. With this study, we see that it doesn't really matter what type you get. And so if you're in the supermarket, we recommend that you just take whichever is cheapest at the moment. All right, thank you for watching the presentation. And we'll see you later.